The Gambia Environmental Alliance convened a press conference on Thursday to respond to recent revelations of illegal sand mining and broader environmental concerns uncovered by the Republic. Held at Carava Avenue, the event brought together key stakeholders including Secretary General Mohamed Haidara, Women Farmers Representative Fatou Ejeng, and noted environmental activist Mustafa Mane. The investigative report exposed extensive environmental degradation allegedly caused by illegal operations by Gach Mining Company. In response, the GEA used the platform to articulate its official stance and present a set of urgent demands aimed at addressing the environmental and governance failures highlighted in the report.
So we therefore firmly call a national moratorium on all coastal and inland mining until an independent science-based environmental audits are completed and restoration plans are implemented. We also call for an independent environmental audit of all ecologically damaged sites with full public transparency and community oversight. We also want a legislative inquiry into the issuance of license and extractive license and regulatory failures that violate national and international laws. We also want concrete restoration commitments, like he has mentioned, so that institutions like the NEA also should be helped to be independent. We have smart people within those parastatals, but there is influence everywhere. Gambia Jamomo in your London. That's why, we had one of these leaked voice audios. The guy told him that, yeah, this one I will share with my minister. We should stop from those kickbacks. We saw what happened here at the Ministry of Fisheries. These things are paining the citizens because our lives are at risk. We will be the ones who will be here to pay the debts that the country is taking after those people have passed on. So this is our responsibility. We will not fail our children like we have been failed in terms of handing down environment. The environment is not something that you own or possess. It has been borrowed for you to transfer back to the younger generation.
Secretary General Mohamed Haidara underscores the gravity of the situation, describing the findings as a critical alert for all Gambians. He emphasized the urgent need for collective action to halt further environmental harm.
Let's talk about the National Environment Agency. The very institution meant to be our environmental watchdog. Instead of it has, being a watchdog, instead it has acted as a facilitator of degradation. Example, like the EIA permit issue has been retroactively. 1. 2, no public consultation was also been done, we believe, and also no independent oversight. Lastly, no enforcement. So we are now asking now, who do you all call an environmental agency that allow mining to continue after license have expired? What do you call a government that ignore the Janneh Commission recommendation to halt mining until all full restoration is done? We call it regulatory failure, we call it betrayal. And this betrayal has a human face, because it looked like a woman farmer in Sanyang whose harvest has failed for 3 years. It looks like the fishermen in Katong watching the sandbank disappear. It looks like our children inheriting a coastline broken by greed. So today, GEA is not just sounding the alarm, we are calling for action. This environmental crisis cannot and will not be swept under the rug. We demand an immediate national moratorium on coastal mining. We demand independent audit, legislative inquiry and criminal prosecution where laws has been broken. We demand restoration and reparation for the affected community, especially women farmers. And we demand that Gambian states stop gambling with our environment in the name.
The GEA is urging the Gambian government to take swift and decisive action against illegal sand mining operations. Fatou Ejeng, representing the women farmers, drew attention to the detrimental impact of illegal mining on agricultural productivity and food security, stressing the livelihoods at stake.
Environmental injustice is gender injustice. In villages like Katong, Sanyang, Tujareng, and Burfoot, women have always been the backbone of subsistence farming. They till the soil, they grew the food, they sustain their families. But now, the soil is poisoned with salt. The food is gone, and those families are hungry. We have women in Sanyang and Katong who have lost up to 70% of their household income because their gardens, once rich with rice, vegetables, and hope, have been degraded by uncontrolled sand mining.
Environmental advocate Mustafa Mane compared the current scale of illegal mining to previous years, noting that the situation has worsened since the administration of former President Yahya Jammeh.
Mimba kerin na banko kan amanyang ando anyanda folal. Amasibo warta na toro walta miliyalon ko wala nyanta kam makoy wala badere. Ndamenka diam. My father was in prison because of sand mining protests. My cousins were arrested during Jammeh's time because of sand mining protests. I was actually forced to exile. So we are not talking like, I'm not talking because I want Kombosar to be safe or I want Gambia to be safe. I'm talking as a victim. So that's what we are seeing now is even worse than the Minjanukuno. During Jammeh's time, more clean but saying everyone who is close to the presidency or close to the government because they have the president's support, they have the government support.
The Gambia Environmental Alliance warned that the ongoing destruction of natural resources constitutes not only an environmental crisis, but also a looming socio-economic threat. The conference concluded with a call for national unity and increase in efforts to combat environmental degradation. The Gambia Environmental Alliance reaffirmed its commitment to promoting sustainable development and enhancing public awareness about environmental protection across the country. Reporting for Kerfatu, I am Buba Gajigo.